After a disappointing 2024-25 season, Manchester City are poised to return stronger next season. A disappointing season as they failed to keep pace with Liverpool in the Premier League, an FA Cup final loss to Crystal Palace, and underwhelming European performances have marked this campaign as below their usual standards. Injuries to key players, coupled with an ageing squad and over-reliance on Erling Haaland, have exposed vulnerabilities. Defensive frailties have been a significant concern, with City conceding more big chances than they created, a stark contrast to previous seasons. The absence of Rodri, in particular, left a void in midfield, disrupting their pressing structure and exposing the backline. However, City's resilience and Guardiola's tactical acumen suggest a strong comeback. The club's history of bouncing back from setbacks, combined with potential strategic signings and a refreshed squad, positions them well for the upcoming season. As the dust settles, Manchester City are expected to regroup and reassert their dominance both domestically and in Europe, with the return of key players and the signing of new ones. After securing 4 consecutive Premier League titles, Manchester City experienced a dip in form during the 2024-25 season, leading to questions about their sustained dominance. However, this downturn may serve as a catalyst for a renewed mentality within the squad, reigniting their competitive edge. Central to this narrative is Phil Foden, whose experiences epitomise the challenges faced by the team. Foden, instrumental in City's previous successes, encountered a significant drop in performance, which he attributed to physical and mental fatigue. Having played 72 matches for club and country in the prior season, Foden admitted to feeling burned out, a sentiment echoed by other players like Rodri. This exhaustive schedule left little room for recovery, impacting their effectiveness on the pitch. Manager Pep Guardiola acknowledged these struggles, emphasising the importance of patience and support for players navigating such challenges. He expressed confidence in Foden's ability to rebound, highlighting his natural talent and resilience. Guardiola's leadership is pivotal in fostering a culture that balances ambition with well-being, ensuring that players are mentally and physically prepared for the rigours of top-flight football. The team's collective experience of a less-than-stellar season has the potential to reignite their drive. Recognising the need to perform at their best consistently, City is poised to channel this renewed focus into the upcoming season. With a squad still brimming with talent and a manager adept at navigating the highs and lows of football, Manchester City is well positioned to reclaim their status at the pinnacle of English football. Phil Foden, the homegrown maestro. Phil Foden's 2023-24 season was arguably the best of his career, propelling him into the spotlight as one of the Premier League's most influential players. Throughout that campaign, Foden registered an impressive 19 goals and 8 assists in the league alone, becoming Manchester City's key creative force during a transitional phase following the exit of several senior stars. His ability to break down defences with his dribbling, sharp vision and goal-scoring threat was central to City's pursuit of silverware. As Sky Sports noted, Foden's performances in crucial matches often turned the tide in City's favour, showcasing his growing maturity and consistency. His outstanding contribution earned him the Premier League Player of the Year and the PFA Player of the Year awards in 2024, accolades that recognised him as not only a star of his generation, but one of the very best players in English football. Guardiola, speaking to The Athletic about Foden's breakthrough season, praised his development. Phil has become a complete player. His intelligence on the pitch, his work rate, and his ability to score and create goals make him so valuable to this team. He's still so young, but he's one of the most important players for us. Yet, the following 2024-25 season has been markedly different. Foden's form has dipped sharply, and his role under Guardiola has diminished considerably. Foden has only managed 7 league goals and 2 assists in the league, with significantly reduced minutes compared to his breakout year. Guardiola addressed this drop in a recent press conference reported by BBC Sport. Sometimes players go through difficult moments. It's part of the game. Phil is training hard and we trust him to come back stronger. His quality is unquestionable. Foden himself has acknowledged the challenges of this current season in interviews with Sky Sports, reflecting on his struggles. It's frustrating not to be at my best, but I'm working every day to get back to the level I know I can reach. Playing under Pep means you have to be at your top mentally and physically. I'm confident I'll find my form again. The contrast between Foden's explosive 2023-24 campaign and his struggles this season highlights the unpredictable nature of football, especially for young talents under immense pressure. However, Guardiola's track record of nurturing and revitalising players gives hope to City fans. With the right tactical tweaks and renewed confidence, Foden has the potential to reclaim his status as Manchester City's creative heartbeat and deliver performances that could once again shape their quest for trophies. Foden's recent award-winning season demonstrated his immense talent and critical importance to Manchester City, while his current struggles serve as a reminder of football's highs and lows. Yet, the belief remains strong that under Pep Guardiola's guidance, Foden can orchestrate an incredible comeback and continue his journey as one of the game's brightest stars. Omar Marmoush, the dynamic forward. Omar Marmoush's arrival from Eintracht Frankfurt in January 2025 added a dynamic and unpredictable edge to Manchester City's already star-studded attack. From the outset, he proved he wasn't just a short-term solution, but a genuine attacking force with the potential to thrive under Pep Guardiola's demanding system. A stunning hat-trick against Newcastle United at the Etihad was a statement performance. Not only did he display his clinical finishing in front of goal, but his intelligent off-the-ball movement constantly dragged defenders out of position, opening up lanes for his teammates. It was a performance that immediately endeared him to fans and proved he could deliver in high-pressure matches. Beyond the goals, Marmoush's skill set fits Guardiola's tactical framework like a glove. He possesses blistering pace, excellent close control, and a fearless dribbling style, which allows him to beat defenders in one-on-one situations, a trait City have often lacked in recent years. Whether operating on the left wing, drifting into central areas, or even leading the line, Marmoush's spatial awareness and timing make him a nightmare to mark. Guardiola has praised his verticality and aggression in the final third, qualities that have helped stretch deep defensive blocks and add directness to City's possession-heavy game. His wonder goal against Bournemouth, a thunderous strike from 30 yards that swerved past the keeper into the top corner, was voted the Premier League goal of the season, and for good reason. It wasn't just about the technique, but the audacity to attempt such a shot in a tightly contested match. That goal captured the essence of what Marmoush brings: confidence, flair, and the ability to turn games on their head with a moment of brilliance. Crucially, his adaptation to life at Manchester City has been remarkably smooth. In a system that typically takes new arrivals months, if not a full season, to master, Marmoush has slotted in effortlessly. He understands Guardiola's positional demands, presses with intensity, and links play with quick, decisive passing. As City approach another grueling season competing on multiple fronts, Marmoush's depth, unpredictability, and match-winning moments will be vital. With a full pre-season under Guardiola's meticulous guidance, the Egyptian international looks poised to evolve from a breakout star into a key figure in City's pursuit of silverware. Savinho, the Brazilian prodigy. Savinho's transition to the Premier League has been impressive. Joining from Troy, he quickly adapted, making his debut in the Community Shield victory over Manchester United. His first Premier League goal came against Leicester City, and he followed it up with a standout performance against West Ham, providing 2 assists and forcing an own goal. Savinho's pace, dribbling, and creativity make him a constant threat on the wings. His goal in the Champions League against Club Brugge highlighted his ability to perform on big stages. As he continues to develop under Guardiola's tutelage, Savinho is poised to become a key figure in City's attacking arsenal, offering both immediate impact and long-term promise. Nico Gonzalez, the midfield dynamo. Nico Gonzalez's acquisition from Porto for £50 million was a strategic move to bolster City's midfield depth. A product of Barcelona's La Masia Academy, Gonzalez brings a blend of technical prowess and physicality. Standing at 6 feet 2 inches, his presence in midfield is commanding. In his debut against Newcastle, he completed 98 passes and recovered the ball 4 times, showcasing his ability to control the tempo. While not a direct replacement for Rodri, Gonzalez offers versatility, capable of playing both defensive and box-to-box roles. His understanding of positional play and ball distribution aligns well with Guardiola's philosophy, making him a valuable asset for the upcoming season. Abdulkadir Kusanov, the defensive prodigy. Abdulkadir. Kusanov's signing from RC Lens in early 2025 marked a bold and strategic move by Manchester City, investing in one of Asia's most promising young defenders. At just 21 years old, the Uzbek international arrived with high expectations, known for his athleticism, composure, and intelligent reading of the game. However, his City career got off to a rocky start. thrust into the starting lineup against Liverpool due to an injury crisis, caught out of position twice, including in the lead-up to a goal, and was subbed not much later. He was visibly rattled by the pace and intensity of the Premier League. Critics were quick to question whether the leap from the French league to English football had come too soon. But what followed was a testament to Kusanov's character and mental toughness. Rather than retreat, he responded with maturity and focus, working relentlessly in training under Guardiola and assistant coach Juan Melillo. Pep reportedly admired his resilience, saying, "Abdelkader has something you cannot coach, the desire to improve every day. He listens, he learns, and he never hides from his mistakes." With a full pre-season ahead and his adaptation curve accelerating, he is poised to challenge for a regular starting role, and possibly evolve into a long-term successor to one of City's senior defenders. After 8 months sidelined by a serious ACL injury sustained in September 2024, Rodri returns to the heart of Pep Guardiola's midfield for the forthcoming 2025-26 campaign. The Ballon d'Or winner will feature in the summer's Club World Cup, as he's ready earlier than thought. The rest of the league should be scared now that the reigning Ballon d'Or winner is back in City's side. City's form drastically dipped in his absence. They lost rhythm in possession, dropped points, and exited key competitions, clearly demonstrating how Rodri's absence has left a tactical and leadership void. Statistically, he ranked first in the Premier League last season for touches, carries, passes into the final third and progressive passes, highlighting his dual ability to recover possession and launch attacks. As City enters a transitional period, with veterans ageing and the midfield reinforced by Reinders and Cherki, Rodri's role becomes even more pivotal. His return re-establishes Guardiola's control in midfield, restoring the structure, tempo, and composure required to dominate domestically and in Europe. At 80% fitness, he still ranks among the world's elite, and a fully fit Rodri next season could be the linchpin driving City's pursuit of another treble. Claudio Echeverri, the emerging playmaker. Claudio Echeverri's return from loan adds another layer of creativity to City's midfield. The Argentine teenager, often dubbed El Diablito, has impressed with his vision, dribbling and composure. His performances in youth tournaments have drawn comparisons to some of Argentina's greats. Echeverri's ability to operate between the lines and unlock defences makes him a valuable option, especially in tight games. While he may initially feature in cup competitions or as a substitute, his development will be closely monitored. Under Guardiola's guidance, Echeverri has the potential to evolve into a central figure in City's midfield, continuing the club's tradition of nurturing young talent. With these talents integrated into the squad, Manchester City is not only reinforcing its present, but also laying a robust foundation for sustained success in the future. Erling Haaland, the goal-scoring juggernaut. Erling Haaland's career at Manchester City has been nothing short of spectacular since his arrival in the summer of 2022. The Norwegian striker immediately stamped his authority on the Premier League, breaking the single-season league goal record by netting 36 goals in the 2022-23 campaign. Across all competitions, Haaland scored an astonishing 52 goals, powering City to a historic treble, including the Premier League, FA Cup, and the club's first-ever UEFA Champions League title. His blend of physicality, speed, and clinical finishing made him arguably the deadliest striker in world football, and he quickly became the focal point of Pep Guardiola's attacking strategy. However, the 2024-25 season has been a noticeable departure from his blistering debut. While still dangerous, Haaland's goal-scoring rate has slowed down, with Opta data showing a dip in his goals per game and fewer moments of pure dominance compared to his record-breaking season. Several factors have contributed to this, including tactical changes to City's approach, increased defensive attention from opponents, and a few minor injury setbacks. Guardiola acknowledged these challenges in a recent interview with Sky Sports. Every player faces ups and downs. Erling's quality is undeniable, and sometimes teams adjust to stop him, but he keeps working hard and pushes himself every day. Despite a rare trophyless campaign for City, Haaland's influence on the pitch remains significant, often drawing multiple defenders and creating space for his teammates. Looking ahead, the outlook remains extremely promising. With City investing heavily in new midfield reinforcements aimed at boosting creativity and supplying more chances, the expectation is that he will find even greater service next season. The club and Guardiola remain confident that he can return to his previous goal-scoring heights. The striker himself expressed determination to bounce back stronger in an interview with The Guardian. I want to keep improving, keep scoring goals, and help the team win trophies. Sometimes you have to go through difficult periods to come back better. I'm ready for the challenge." Guardiola also emphasised his faith in the striker's mentality. Erling is not only a phenomenal player but a fantastic professional. He has the hunger and the character to come back stronger and make the next season even better. In summary, while Haaland's 2024-25 campaign has been somewhat subdued compared to his explosive debut, his record-breaking impact at Manchester City and his immense potential ensure he remains at the heart of the club's ambitions. With fresh squad reinforcements and Pep's tactical acumen, Haaland is poised to lead Manchester City back to the summit of English and European football, continuing to rewrite the record books along the way. Morgan Gibbs-White, the next De Bruyne? Morgan Gibbs-White has rapidly risen to prominence during the 2024-25 season with Nottingham Forest, delivering one of his most impressive campaigns to date. The 25-year-old midfielder contributed 7 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League, playing a pivotal role in Forest's remarkable push for European qualification, a feat many pundits described as one of the most surprising and inspiring stories of the season. Gibbs-White's creativity, ability to dictate tempo, and knack for clutch moments have made him indispensable for Nuno's side. Nottingham Forest's resurgence under Nuno has been largely powered by Gibbs-White's influence in midfield, where his versatility allows him to operate both as an attacking midfielder and a wide creator. His dynamic runs, sharp passing and intelligent positioning helped Forest outmaneuver many bigger clubs, and his work ethic has been praised by teammates and coaches alike. Manchester City's interest in Gibbs-White is therefore no surprise. With Kevin De Bruyne's departure, City are in search of a player who can replicate that rare combination of vision, precision and endurance, and Gibbs-White fits the profile perfectly. According to Sky Sports, Gibbs-White's style of play, marked by his ability to both create and score, aligns well with Pep Guardiola's tactical demands, offering a blend of creativity and industriousness that City desperately need. Manchester City have, however, agreed a package deal worth €70 million to sign Dutch midfielder Tijjani Reinders from AC Milan, who may remove the need to sign Gibbs-White. The 26-year-old, who idolised Kevin De Bruyne, is set to sign a 5-year contract, becoming City's first summer signing. Reinders was named Midfielder of the Year last season in Italy, scoring 15 goals and showcasing exceptional versatility and technical prowess. His arrival aims to fill the void left by De Bruyne's departure, as Pep Guardiola seeks to revamp the midfield following a trophyless season. Rayan Cherki, the creative spark. Rayan Cherki's 2024-25 season with Olympique Lyonnais has been another display of his exceptional potential. Although still young at 21, Cherki has contributed 8 goals and 11 assists in France this season, often serving as Lyon's primary creative outlet in a team undergoing transition. His flair, dribbling ability and vision make him a constant threat in the final third, and he has been instrumental in Lyon's attacking play despite the club's broader struggles. Cherki's performances have attracted attention from major European clubs, with Chelsea and Liverpool reportedly interested in acquiring his services. Yet, Manchester City's interest signals their intent to build a younger, dynamic squad capable of maintaining their dominance in English and European football. Cherki's style, characterised by quick feet, tight control, and an eye for incisive passes, fits perfectly into Guardiola's philosophy, which values technical excellence and fluid attacking play. Lyon are reportedly open to offers this summer, with a verbal agreement set at €22.5 million, allowing the player to negotiate terms with interested clubs. For Manchester City, Cherki represents not only a talent for the future, but also an immediate creative solution, potentially adding much-needed depth and unpredictability to City's midfield following the loss of De Bruyne. Rayan Aït-Nouri has also been confirmed for just £35 million, a great signing that adds to City's attack and defence, as the Algerian is excellent going forward and will suit City's style of play with lots of the ball. They seem to be doing the business in the last few days and bringing in the necessary reinforcements. If City can secure these signings, they would add vital quality and depth to their midfield options, balancing experience, creativity and youthful exuberance, and help maintain their quest for continued success domestically and in Europe. Escaping 115 punishments. Another reason Manchester City's next season could be even more terrifying is it looks like they will successfully avoid severe financial penalties from the ongoing accusations surrounding breaches of financial fair play, FFP, regulations. While City's financial dealings were under intense scrutiny, their ability to navigate these legal challenges without facing heavy sanctions allows them to continue spending aggressively in the transfer market as we saw in January. By avoiding hefty penalties, Manchester City has been able to keep their financial resources at their disposal, meaning they can invest in strengthening the squad even further. Their ability to make big money signings without fear of FFP restrictions gives them a massive advantage over clubs who are bound by strict regulations. This financial freedom could allow them to make high-profile signings this summer, further bolstering their already formidable team. Who do you think they should bring in and why? Let us know in the comments. With the financial ability to act swiftly in the transfer market and the mental drive to ensure continued success, City's spending spree is set to make them even more formidable. The idea that a team already as dominant as City can continue to improve through strategic signings and depth expansion is a nightmare for the rest of Europe. They're not just planning for next season, they're planning to extend their reign for the foreseeable future. This will be heightened by the fact other teams will be spending heavily this summer and City will have to keep up. Chelsea will of course continue spending, Arsenal and Liverpool are looking to splash the cash on a top striker, but who will they bring in? Click here for our video on all the best available strikers in the world right now. The Guardiola factor. Pep Guardiola remains one of the most influential and successful managers in modern football, and his legacy at Manchester City continues to grow. Since joining the club in 2016, Guardiola has transformed City into a global powerhouse, securing multiple Premier League titles, domestic cups, and culminating in the historic 2022-23 UEFA Champions League triumph, the first in the club's history. What sets Guardiola apart is his relentless pursuit of perfection and his ability to adapt. As The Athletic recently highlighted, even in seasons where City faced challenges, such as the relatively inconsistent 2024-25 campaign, Guardiola's obsession with detail and tactical innovation ensured the team remained competitive at the highest level. His willingness to experiment with formations, player roles, and pressing systems demonstrates an acute understanding of football's evolving nature. Guardiola's famed tinkering goes beyond mere adjustments. It's a continuous process of squeezing every ounce of performance from his squad. BBC Sport has emphasised how Guardiola's methods extend to mental conditioning and squad management, constantly pushing players to elevate their game and embrace new responsibilities. This meticulous approach keeps City ahead of rivals who may rest on their laurels after success. Despite winning virtually every major trophy, Guardiola remains unsatisfied, driven by an insatiable hunger to improve. As he told The Guardian in a recent interview, "The moment you stop improving is the moment you start falling behind. I am always looking for new ways to make the team better." This mentality makes Manchester City an intimidating prospect for the 2025-26 season and beyond. Guardiola's strategic ingenuity, combined with the club's investment in young talents and reinforcements, positions City to not only reclaim domestic glory, but also mount a fierce challenge in Europe. Opponents can expect a side that evolves constantly, blending tactical innovation with the experience and skill of world-class players. In essence, the Guardiola factor is more than just a manager's influence. It's a culture of continuous evolution and excellence. Manchester City, under his guidance, remain a dominant force whose ambition and adaptability set a standard few clubs can match.